what we have right now is everybody wants to know who will be the Democratic nominee for 2020. Now, there are a few names that have been floating for the past couple of years. I wrote them down because I wanted to know these people's birthday and sign to, because we are asking who is going to be the nominee, not who's going to be the president. We'll wait for that one. We'll wait for that one. Or maybe I should do it now and see how accurate it is. But anyway, we'll do the nominee for now. We'll do the president later. So, because mind you, if Trump is impeached or resigns, then because I'm asking about 2020 will be like irrelevant because we'll need a president now. And if Pence goes down the drain, then it's Nancy Pelosi. So that'd be a hell of a way to be the first woman president, to have everybody impeached around you. But, so, let's see. Who will be the Democratic nominee? Now, you got Beto O'Rourke. I guess that's how you say his name. He is a Libra. The Democrats sort of supported him in his fight against, what's that man's name? Not Cruz. What's his name? Cruz. Because, Cruz is a disgusting person. He gives me pedo vibes. Like, I won't say he's a pedophile, but because I don't think he is, but he just gives you that vibe like he just sleeps in the same bed as his daughter or something, Anyway, so Beto O'Rourke is a Libra. That's an air sign. So he would be the King of Swords. Biden is a Scorpio, so he would be the King of Cups. Cory Booker is a Taurus, so he would be the King of Pentacles. Kamala Harris is a Libra, so she would be the Queen of Swords. And Bernie Sanders is a Virgo, so he too would be the King of Pentacles. So if you get the King of Pentacles, it could be Cory Booker or Bernie Sanders. If you get the Queen of Swords, it could be Kamala Harris. That's the only woman I mentioned. What's the lady name? Anyway, we'll just keep going. There's another lady that everybody liked on the left, who took on the banks, that Trump calls Pocahontas. That lady. She says she doesn't want to run for president. Most Democrats want her to run for president because I think she would be all right. She doesn't take any crap. But Beto O'Rourke is a person that Democrats did support, but progressives don't like him because he takes oil and gas money. And he's not only does he take oil and gas money, he's like the number 2. He takes more oil and gas money than any other person in Congress completely, other than Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is number 1. Beto O'Rourke is number 2. But they're both from Texas. That's kind of a Texas thing, man. So let's see. Who will be the Democratic nominee for 2020? Who shall it be? Who shall it be? Who shall it be? Pulled 11 cards. Let's see. Number 1. Got the Knight of Swords. It is coming quick. 2 years away. Well, actually, a couple years. We have 2 years away. That is fast, erratic energy. It is a bit chaotic, though. Big chaotic energy. So I don't think that the Democratic National Convention will be Like Democrats do tend to sort of pull together. But like when Obama and Hillary ran, there was a bit of a controversy because she refused to secede. So there will be some chaos. It will be between a couple of people, and they may not run the cleanest of campaigns then. There may be a little mudslinging, like there was with Hillary and Bernie when they called him a womanizer, and even tried to. They didn't call him racist, but there was some stories about there saying that he was racist, like Russia did to Hillary. Four Pentacles. Money is going to be a big thing for 2020. Because, mind you, one of the things that sort of bothers people about O'Rourke is he said he wouldn't take corporate PAC money, but he never said anything about oil. Well, he did say he wouldn't take the big oil money either, and he did anyway. So I think right now, progressives and non-corporate Democrats or non-traditional Democrats are kind of looking at him like, or looking at most of them like, are you going to take big money? Bernie Sanders didn't. Kamala Harris said she didn't make a promise at first that she wasn't going to take. They would say, hey, were you going to take corporate PAC money? She said, no, I'm not going to promise that. And the man who asked her that question at the time said, wrong answer. And she was like, well, no, because you don't like it doesn't mean that it's wrong. And that's true. And then she rescinded that, and she now says she's not going to take corporate PAC money either. So that is going to be a big thing. Like, they're going to be looking at because they don't want their candidate to be beholden to corporate money. But here's something that I do need to say, that most people feel as though they can go to Washington and change things. Obama said he's going to go be the reach across the aisle president. He wants to be, bipartisan. Donald Trump said he's going to drain the swamp. Neither one of them were able to do either one. Washington is a machine that runs from within because of what goes on without. The money that comes into it, just like Cory Booker was bought off by the insurance and pharmaceutical industry, he voted against importing drugs from Canada to reduce the price here. He then had to change that because people gave him hell about it. Which is why this whole don't take people's money, this big dark corporate money, is such a big thing in the Democratic, on the Democrat side right now, is because they don't want you beholden to these big companies. But once they get in there and they go to Washington, that's how things work. You're not going to go change Washington. Obama tried it. Trump said he was going to, but whatever. But Obama tried it. And then he quickly conformed to the way things go. That's what happens. You get there and you find out what you can do within the system that is there. You're not going to go change Washington. I know that's how, it sounds a bit bleak and, a bit negative, pessimistic, but that's what happens. You go there and nothing changes. It's a good emotional time. But again, oh, that's Nancy Pelosi. I was like, there's a woman sort of at the head right now. But yeah, that's Nancy Pelosi. Oh. Well, your base is invigorated. And for whatever reason, Nancy Pelosi is not liked by, what do they call it? Justice Democrats and progressives. That's what they call it. She's not necessarily liked because she's a corporate Democrat. But she does, or maybe this is not her. somebody invigorates the base, and it is a female. If we get the Queen of Swords, then it's Kamala Harris, because that's one of the names I mentioned. Well, it doesn't last long, so I guess never mind. Because like I said, this is chaotic energy. So it's going to go back and forth and back and forth. There's going to be some infighting. Yeah, then they're going to, yeah. Okay. They're going to agree that unity and taming the beast. So this might be Pelosi. Pelosi has a way of, she's not running for president. They may have a way of, like they always do, calming the base. Because the last time we had the Bernie or bust thing, to where there was a discord on the Democratic side. Yeah, this is the fear. Ten of Cups is like happy home. So yeah, it's going to start off very ugly. For whatever reason. I won't say ugly, but it's going to be chaotic. It's going to all revolve around money. You take this money from this person. You take this money from that person. You. It's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be a lot of crap about money. There is a woman who can sort of unify the Democrats. And this may just be the corporate ones. Because, like I said, when you go to Washington, that's what you become. So I won't say that's all that matters, but that may be all that matters in this situation. They go, they retreat, they do some deep thinking. They say, hey, this is what we're going to do. They come out with the plan, and they tame the beast. The chaos goes away. Because the fear is that it won't, but it will. This is the environment, absolutely. They tame the beast. So, interesting that let's go. That's the desire. Win at all cost. This is also, like the Five of Swords is theft and betrayal, deceit, dishonesty. What they want is not necessarily to not take the corporate money, but they know they're going to have to get it from somewhere. So there may be a little bending the truth on that one. Separation. After you tame the beast, we're going to have that Bernie bust again. Bernie or bust. And justice and balance. And not a single person popped up. So they may not be in the race yet. That could be what that means. Biden didn't say he was running, but he's doing all the press tours like you do. Let's see. What I got right now is that the Democrats are really going to go through some infighting over money. And it seems as though the Bernie or bust thing is coming back. It's not necessarily him, because he's a Virgo, this is Source, but it could be the same kind of energy. Like there is a separation in the party because the corporate Democrats still control the party. The evangelicals do not control the Republicans that much anymore because they have now sort of morphed into the Trump party. But corporate Democrats control there still. And they are able to tame the beast. They're able to tame sort of the liberals, the progressives, the Justice Democrats. They're able to tame them. Because they're saying, hey, let's maintain some balance. Remember what happened last time? When we all sort of fought each other and you said, if Bernie is not the nominee, I'm not showing up to vote. And then you got President Cheeto. So, I don't know. We shall see. I don't think the person is in the race yet. Now, I did get the Queen of Swords there. That could be Kamala Harris because she is a Libra. However, I am just fishing right now, so because I didn't get an answer. So, like I said, it could be her. I got 7 of Wands, which is defense. Kamala Harris. Judgment card. So, like I say, it's not, because they're going to take the money. I know, which means it's probably not Bernie Sanders then. I know that they say that they're not, but they got to compete. And all they really care about right now is taming the beast. So, let's do a shuffle, draw one more card. Working together. That's all they care about right now is the unified front. Making it look as though we are all together. If y'all start that Bernie or bust thing, they have a plan this time. 2020 should be interesting.